What's up, everybody? Fern2Play. We are back, and we are going to talk about how Plarium hates you. That's what today's video is about. We're also going to get into a little plan for this Blade Master Titan event. But yeah, we're going to talk about how Plarium hates you. Plarium just does not respect you at all. Me either. It's all of us. And it is because of this champ training right here. So, as you guys know, this is for the last Blade Master, which is the Archer. Where is she? So, this is probably the best. I mean, you look at these reviews, they're fantastic. This is a tournament. Every other Blade Master was viable to get. One was a free login. One was a fusion. Okay, so that's on your resources. That's what you save up. That's what your grind. You can go get it. There was two others. This one right here, who is, I believe, on the Hero's Path. Okay. That is a grind. That was a champ training grind, but there was an ultimate end goal in sight. There was, once you hit these amount of resources spent, you will get this champion. There is a Void Legendary, and I can't even remember what faction he's in. I think he's right here. Void Legendary. Okay, there's a Void Legendary. And there was a certain resource threshold that when you hit that, you will get this champion. It was a lot of shards, but once you hit that threshold, you get the champion. Alright, there's no like this moving goalpost type situation. This is a Void Legendary that anybody can get if you use the resources and hit a threshold. Fusions are a threshold limit, alright? Once you get the fragments, you don't have to push further. This is the only champion where there's no threshold limit. This is a competition. The other two are events. This is a tournament, and only one person gets this champion. That is complete and utter BS by Plarium. People that saved your resources, it doesn't matter. It's a moving goalpost, and only one person gets it. And yes, you could say, well, if I just win the champ training, okay, but you don't know where those point totals are. Those point totals will vary per each tournament that everyone's in. You know, hopefully you get lucky and your tournament's a weak class and not a lot of people are going for this champion. But the odds are they are. There is a Void Legendary that was easier to get than this champion. This is a champion that's only available for a limited time. All these Blade Masters are. Why make it? They made it where you can technically go get every single one except for this one. You have to win this one. The other ones you can earn. You have to win this one. That's a messed up move by Plarium. That's completely messed up. I have resources here. If this was an event, it probably would absolutely destroy my sacred shards. And it was something that we were considering doing for this champion. I think this was a very low blow move. It's a very typical move. Plarium's done some good things. This Blade Master Titan event, which we'll go over in a few, is not terrible. But this champ training event for a limited time champion is a BS slap in the face. I don't respect my player base that's made me billions of dollars. I think for a 6-star soul would have been great. I think if they had an event for this champion, you know, even if it was a high threshold, the other two that were. It was a champ training grind, and it was a lot of sacreds that you had to pull. But You got to a point where you got to that. You were able to accumulate it and you were done. I think they should have done one more event for the archer and then had a competition tournament for the 6-star soul. 6-star souls, I mean, they're really hard to come by. It's something that needs to change. The soul system, we did pull 7, by the way. I will let you know. I didn't get anything. I pulled 7 off stream. Did not get anything, so don't worry too much. We pulled 7 for just to get to the 70, get the 200 gems. It's amazing how poor these are valued here. But like I said, it is a major slap in the face to the player base, and this is why I stopped spending. This is why I decided, as you guys know, we have a good account here. You know, for someone that hasn't really pulled any legendaries that are carrying, Blizzard's been great. I could use him in Clan Boss to help me probably get a 2-key Clan Boss team, but I just need him in so many locations that I can't slow him down. He's just a carry that we went and earned. This is a good account. We're a smart account. This is the biggest slap in the face that Plarium's give the player base in a while. This is a really good champion, and there were ways to go get those other limited time champions. Even if you are free to play, there were ways to go get that. You can go earn it. You saved your resources. It might have been a drain, but if you saved your resources, you could have got that champion. This champion, good luck. Not cool. It's a bad move by Plarium. And it's why we don't spend. It's why we refuse to spend money. We refuse to give money to the disrespect that it has for you, me. I just wish more and more people would see this and just be like, man, Plarium, go F yourself. You're telling me to go F off? Like, go F yourself. But, you know, there are people that are going to go hard at it. We're not. We have, I really wanted this champion. The only way we push halfway decent is we get to the last, 8 hours and I'm, in the mix and I haven't used much. That's the only way. There's probably going to be a legendary book here. We'll go after the legendary book, and that's about it. So let's go over this. What I did notice, and I'll check again. At least not what I noticed. No legendary book here. There's a mythical book. There's no legendary book here. There's an epic book, and so I was actually really surprised there's no legendary book here. 4-star souls, they stink. The soul system stinks. Needs a rework. Needs a massive rework. This 8x garbage. Getting 5 and 6-star souls, especially for legendaries, are way too hard. And the efficiency it's dumb. It's stupid. It is really dumb. It's actually makes no sense that if I wanted to put Phantom Touch on a rare, it cost me a lot less to put Phantom Touch on this rare and get them to 6-star than if I wanted to put Phantom Touch on a legendary. For me to go get Phantom Touch on a legendary 6-star, it is a massive resource drain. For me to get Phantom Touch on a rare, it's a lot more viable. And that shouldn't be the case. The blessing shouldn't be getting. It should be the blessing should be the value. I should be able to put any type of value. I should not be able to go get a 6-star rare blessing on a rare a lot cheaper. It makes zero sense. If you're we're not farming Iron Twins at all. We don't have a team for it yet, though we may slowly get there as I get a lot more support that's coming into my team. We're getting a lot more tankiness. So we may eventually start building up, but even then, just getting these 5 to 6 star, which is really what you need, is such a pain. It's the only place in the game where, just imagine if like you couldn't go to the potion keeps. If these potion keeps were only available like once in a while and a massive amount, like, oh, you want Blizzard up to 6 star? Okay, well, once every 6 months this opens up for Blizzard, so you can go ascend him a little bit higher. Oh, and by the way, it's going to be an insane amount of energy when you do go in there. It's just a very dumb pay-to-win system, and I think it's gotten too far gone that it needs to really look at this and be like, man, it is really near impossible for people, unless they get lucky. I mean, we got lucky and we won this tournament, but outside of that, like, I haven't pulled a 5-star legendary up here yet. How many 5 stars here? I pulled 1 here. I got a nice 4-star in Cold Heart. Probably never get her, but I mean, look at how many 5 stars I've gotten. That's it. That's what I pulled so far. This is what I pulled so far. I shouldn't say that because I pulled 2. Because I do have, what's her name? I did pull that. So I've pulled 2 so far. That's it. We are 174 days. I mean, while we're at it, while we're absolutely crapping all over Plarium, Forge Pass. This is a joke, alright? I get 15 of these. That's it for being free to play. 15. You guys want to look at my bolster gear? Alright, we're almost 6 months into this count. You guys want to look at my bolster gear? Oh, I don't have any bolster gear. Why? Because there hasn't been a Forge Pass for bolster in the 6 months that I've been playing this game. And then when I finally do get bolster once, or maybe if I'm lucky twice a year, I have a chance at 30 pieces. That's it. Like, it's gotten to a point where it doesn't add up. It does not add up. They want this high-end content, that you want to create stages where you need to have a certain ascension level, yet you make ascensions near impossible to go get. You make putting a rare blessing, if I wanted to go put this emergency heal on Blizzard, this is a lot more expensive for me to put that on, a 6-star blessing, than me to put that same blessing on this guy right here. Makes 0 sense. So there's something wrong right now. It really is. And this is just another massive ass slap in the face. And again, you want to support this group? Go ahead. Go ahead. Just realize that they're pissing in your face while you're supporting them, and you're thanking them for it. They really are. I know that's a vulgar term, but it's what's happening. This is a joke. This is a limited time champion that they did not make viable for every player that plays this game. They didn't. There was not an event to go get this champion. Every other Blade Master was viable to go get it, even if you're free to play. This is a moving goalpost event that one person can win in your bracket. I would have rather it been about 20 sacreds of an event, give or take, based off of, we don't have 20, but whatever shard pull, and it's, you hit the threshold, congratulations. You're free to play, you earned it. Good job. But, alright, well, let's get back on Blade Master, and I'll probably do another video, but we are gonna, we ended up having a lot of, if you guys, anybody that's followed my videos, you saw, we've actually had some pretty solid epic pulls. I'm really happy, and I do actually want to start building some out. I think I'm going to start building like a tanky team for Clan Boss to try and take down Clan Boss, even if we have to 3-key it when it's all said and done. 3-keying Ultra Nightmare and not 1-keying Nightmare is better than anything else I could do. Yes, you ultimately want to get to a point where you can get top chest for both, but if you're going to get a top chest on a 3-key, you're better off taking the higher end chest. It's just a better drop rate. We've only had, I was looking today, we've only gotten 1 sacred from Clan Boss in the last month. So outside of that, you're looking at 2 sacreds a month from just, not missions, that right there. And there's no more sacreds that come through. No, that I lied. It's no more legendary books that come through. But my next sacred, I believe, is not for a long time, and that's these 2 here. And then after that, there are no sacreds. So sacreds are really, really hard to come by on this account. It's why we are so strict on not using ancient shards. They're too valuable. I thought about pulling 3 for the daily login of Summon 3 here just to see, but I mean, we're nowhere close to Mercy, like nowhere close. But we didn't, so I have to save these as much as possible until we are farming Ultra Nightmare. But for Blade Master, my original goal was to just level up my champions, but getting a 3-star blessing is nice. 4-star is not really that great. 5-star is really what you want. If we do have a top-end threshold, I would like to get to this Immortal at the 920, but I'm not going to kill my resources. This is nice. We're going to try to get to this, but we're not going to... I'd rather level up a lot of my champions. But what got me rethinking was actually this Fire Knight tournament. And this is at 1300, which isn't too bad. And we may actually push for this. This is really nice to go get at 1750. So, and I'll just show you like kind of where we are. I have 5 of them, but they're not easy to come by. We don't have a ton of 6-star. I think there's, I mean, look at this. I haven't even pulled a 6-star. I haven't even gotten one yet here. So getting these 6-star glyphs is huge, especially as my account starts to progress. There's only a handful of faction wars right now. So, I mean, we're not there yet with this. We're not yet there with this. And these are some of my better stages. We are for Barbarian. We are for Bannerlord. We are for Sacred Order. We are for Ogryn. I think that's it. I think with a lot of... I think we're going to be able to push this a little bit further. We are with High Elves as well. We'll go over that, how I fell. I had a 37-minute run to go get the legendary book. We ended up beating stage 21, and I didn't time my heal. I didn't time my revive properly. So we have a nice 37-minute. But I digress. I do need to upgrade my champions, but I noticed that because the threshold, I'm getting about 50. I'm getting about a 1.62 return doing stage 20. I don't have a team yet. I probably do have a team. I don't know how it runs. And now that we have a lore, I could probably run a stage 23, and it may be an even better return per energy use. But it's about to get to this is about 800 energy, and I was like, that's not too bad to throw into, and we'll probably push for this as well. Let me just do the quick math on that, on how much energy that is. I mean, that's a little less than 1100 energy, which I don't really mind going and spending. I do need to start to get masteries. I do need to upgrade some of these champions. Like, we're getting some champions ready. She's got to be on my Fire Knight team, though there's a chance she might not be anymore, especially since I pulled a lore. That's what I'm thinking. Like she's not going to be. So like she's not as useful. Rector, we'd like to get up to 6-star. I think I could use her in some content. She may go into a clan boss team. I'm not 100% sure yet. This guy, I think, is going to go into my clan boss team. I'm going to be honest. I really think I'm going to build this guy for clan boss. Allure, we want to start moving up because I'm probably going to put her into Fire Knight. She's going to definitely be in my Scarab team. The fact that we have this, like, I was so pumped to look. So Scarab just got even easier. We already had a Scarab team, but like now I'm really going to manage that turn meter really good. So she's going to be in Scarab, she's going to be in Dark Fae, she's going to be in Fire Knight 23 for me. So we want to get him up. We want to get him. These two at some point. These, I don't mind eventually moving them up. We want to move her to at least 5-star. 5-star would be nice. But slowly kind of building out my tank clan boss team with the Ally Protect here. A lot of healing. And a lot of Giant Slayer procs because he has a 4-hitter A1 here. We might even throw Blizzard. We might just have a non-speed tune team. Just have a lot of... Zenogre is actually someone I am thinking about for clan boss. Because she has the decreased attack, the leech, which would be really nice. And I'm actually thinking of putting Venom Mage in the team as well. Having a tanky team, having 2 ally protects, having a shield plus heals, and then having, technically Venom Mage does bring a decreased attack, but having a leech that goes out with an attacker, having her be a stun target who can actually take a stun because she's not going to die on a stun. I was kind of just thinking like maybe that's my team that I put together. So that's why Zenogre is kind of there. So I do need to start getting my champions up. So we're not going to kill ourselves for this event. We'd love to get this 3-star. This champion's okay. He's okay. Saf, I know raves about him. Saf's probably, for as smart as Saf is and the value that Saf brings to this game, might be one of the worst raid players I bet. If you look at him, he's had the worst free-to-play account for the last 2 years. If you go to his chats, he's actually really bad at playing the game, but brings so much great information to this game. Can break down code with the best of them. Cannot play the game to save his life. Thinks this champion's really good. This champion's not that good. Possibly thinking about putting him in my Dark Fae team because it's actually my only good champion outside of these two who bring a unique passive that you can't bring into Dark Fae. I don't have a nuker. I really didn't notice that I didn't have a nuker until I was like, all right, what's my Dark Fae team now that I have a lure? And I'm like, I don't have a nuker because I can't bring him in because he'll be a pain as a mirror. He's gonna be a pain as a mirror. So I was sitting there and I'm like, man, I don't have a nuker. Zenogre can't do it. She's a single target hitter. This is my only nuker. So we'll see. We might have to keep him. This gear's going to probably come off him at some point soon. I could also try and nuke with our guy Yakarl. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. I'll do a video on our plan here. Again, we'd like to get this. Our ultimate end goal is to get this. This is just going to be too hard. It's not worth the resources. I've got other priorities to worry about, specifically clan boss. But again, long video. I digress from the initial content of this is a BS tournament. It's a BS event for this last Blade Master. It's an absolute slap in the face, and I'm glad that there are some content creators that have somewhat called it out, but are also wearing it and taking it and being like, thank Thank you, sir. May I have another? You know, it's really poor. It's really poor and classless of Plarium to do this move. So again, it's why I stopped spending. It's why I'll never give this company one more cent, ever. It's a BS move. It's moves like this that make me want to just turn around and stick the middle finger back up to Plarium for sticking it towards us. So yeah, that's all I got today. That's, you know, if you're going for this tournament, you know, good for you. You know, you probably spend a lot more money than I do in this game. And obviously I don't spend any, but, you know, good for you. I hope you get the champion. The champion looks absolutely awesome. Would love to have this champion, but, you know, at the same time, like, you're also part of the problem. But somebody's got to get the champion, right? Somebody's got to win it. It would be cool if everyone said, because they need a point threshold, if everyone said, F you, player, and we're not even going to do the event. So it is what it is, but... Alright, guys, we have a lot to do. I'm going to get myself into Fire Night, and we'll go out with this. Like I said, we're going to build a 23 team. You know, maybe I could build a 24. We'll see. Obviously, Allure won't be in that team because she's weak affinity. I could probably do it with the Carl and just Zenogre for the hits. But if I bring in Zenogre, I might as well bring in Allure. Like, outside of Zenogre being a little bit more of a speed boost, and yeah, I just don't know how good of an attacker she would be. Weak affinity on the waves. That's all I'm worried about, is like, who's going to help me on the waves? Clear the waves. So again, we've averaged in the 32 energy spent. We've brought in about 52 points. We'll see if it's the same here. This looks like our RNG is not as sexy. This not getting it through it fast. Sometimes we get through in like 1:15, so we're kind of slow on this one. Still think we bring in the 52 points. We'll see though. This is not moving. Yeah, so a little bit slower. Yeah, normally on turn attack, it actually is better to run the higher stages. So, I mean, there you go, 52, right on par. So, like I said, it's not terrible. It's not terrible to get the points. It's not killing us to go get that. If this was like 2250, it'd be a different story. But it's not. It's 1300's pretty good, and again, we're probably gonna push for that just because I don't get many 6-star accuracy glyphs. So having that's huge as we start to continue to progress our account, and you know, and get into certain thresholds, especially Doom Tower. As we get to Doom Tower, we're getting better gear now. You know, I do wish my regen gear was just a little stronger. We're slowly getting there, because I do actually have a lot of champions in regen. He's in regen. Who else do I have in regen? Regen. Nope, that's not regen, that's relentless. Oh no, he's not in regen. So yeah, I only have a handful of regen. Oh, I know who's in regen. Not him. Where is he? The Bommel guy. This guy, he's in regen. So I do wish my regen gear, just so, like I said, Venoman's going to be huge. I think she's going into my Ice Golem 21 through 25. She's going into my Dragon Hard with Blizzard and our boy Sun Wukong. And I think she's going to my Clan Boss. So it's... it's an interesting team. Like probably my best pull so far. So yeah, I digress again, like we always do on this channel, and yeah, guys, that's what we'll focus on. We need to eventually get these champions leveled up. We need to get masteries on a lot of these champions. So we have a lot of work cut out for us. That's a little bit more important than going and getting this when it's all said and done. But if we can get some resources along the way, if it's not a high threshold, I need Savage gear. If it wasn't 3x Savage, or if it wasn't like a 3x regen, those are probably the only two that I would have... I saw that and I was like, let me see what my point threshold is. It was valuable. While we're here, you guys get a nice little treat today. You get to see what I get. That's terrible. Not great, but you kind of, you wish that was a percentage, but we'll see if that quad rules. That's actually, if this was HP percentage, that would have been freaking fantastic. Oh, okay, that's nice. Excuse me. All right, res piece. This is not good. We'll hold on to it for now. That's terrible. We'll sell this. That's terrible as well. I mean, I don't even think we'll just sell. So slowly working towards Mithrala. Slowly getting there, but we're making the slow grind. We're gonna get there. We will. We will. And Akoth is probably going to get put into one of my teams at some point. He's super interesting for me. Where is he? Akoth. I can never remember where he is. Is he Demon Spawn? So, it is a faster cooldown than... our guy Mordecai, but it is also Mordecai places where this guy has to attack, so if he weak hits he won't place the burn, but on stages where I know it's heavy for Doom Tower, where it's heavy spirit magic, like he actually can be more beneficial, because I could then rotate, I could get the cycle going on wave 2, so between Blizzard, him, and Tormund, I can get the reset going, and then because it's a 3-turn, I can get the refresh going with Blizzard and him a lot quicker. So he may be someone valuable to me when it's all said and done. So yeah, I've sent this video down a long path. The first half of the video is just ripping Plarium, and I hope you guys know that, and good luck if you're going for this champion, the Archer. Good luck, y'all, and I'll see y'all soon.